Alright, finally today I'm going to get that engine and I'm going to put inside there. I don't have the mounts, so I'm gonna lift with that hoist and I'm just gonna put sideways here and fit it in there. I want to see if my front sump, can you see the front sump right there, if it's going to fit right in here. So I'll remove this part. This line here will need to be gone, but basically I want to see if my front sump in there is going to work. I don't mind making new making new holes for the engine mount anywhere. So even if I get an engine mount from somewhere, usually it fits in here. So you see the holes in here. I don't mind making another holes in here, reinforcing anything or whatever I need to do to put this up, but I really want to keep that. And a good thing is, if I use that and I need to push the engine a little bit forward, maybe I don't need to buy a new drive shaft, because you see the drive shaft ends in there. So if I get this few millimeters, few inches this way, it might compensate for the inches that the spacer gives us. My hair is like this because I was sleeping with my son and I woke up and came to the garage as always. So let's get started. Alright, so I save you from watching me just setting this up, but basically I put this, I don't know how this is called, there's a name for it. It's kind of rope or strap or something, and it carries like 2,000 pounds, 3,000 pounds, so it's good, and it's not going to damage anything. So I'm glad that I could put this on the back. I took the covers off, they're behind me right there, and the front one I had 2 bolts in here, which usually is where the engine hanger goes. So the GTE has a double, which is probably this here and one more, I don't know. So anyway, we're going to lift this guy now, and I'm gonna turn this engine into the car. Maybe I need to take the sway bar like I said, but let's give it a go. Alright, so far I have a lot of space, and look at this here. So I still have some space. This sway bar definitely needs to go, so I'm gonna take it out and we're gonna see what we can do right there. Alright, so this is how it looks from the bottom. Still moving, so it is not quite touching yet. What I would definitely, I need to get rid of the sway bar if I do this. Another thing is, I need to be sure now what is the distance between the end of the transmission and the beginning of the drive shaft, and I'm gonna measure my transmission and the adapter and see if it's gonna fit, because I'm not sure if I have too much space in front. And the other thing is, radiator, if I'm not wrong, should be right in here from inside of this part, and I have no space if I do this, unless I make like some funky radiators that goes here on the side. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do this. Yeah, but apart from that, and this is a little crooked, so you can be that way a little more. Turbine is gonna fit properly in there. Yeah, everything else, seems to be alright. My only concern is down there, so let me measure. this is how the final product is gonna be. Nice. Of course the covers are, I put a plastic to cover the camshafts and stuff. I can't put the covers all the way because of the chains. I don't want to risk like damage this beforehand. I knew that was a reason why I didn't tie them all the way before dropping the engine. This here is a little caveat. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with that yet, but I'm getting the throttle body. It's gonna be huge. As you see, the line here for the power steering is very close, so that's going to be a little challenge too. But yeah, my biggest challenge right now is having the front sump, which you can see I need to pull all the way. The engine is not straight, so I'm going to try to straight up the engine, like flatten it or make it level, and then go backwards as far as I can, and then we're going to see the front sump. I don't think there's anything there that I can change. Even the tabs for the power steering, I could move a little backwards, but then we have the problem of the power steering because of the size of it. So yeah, we have a few challenges to deal with still, as always. But yeah, now it's gonna be tight, because if I need to buy the rear sump, man, that's money that I was not accounting for, and also yeah, the mounts. So it did not fit. I would totally cut the cross member to make it fit, but problem is the steering wheel rack is right there, and there is, I mean, I could relocate to the front, but just a little bit. But the way it is, there's no relocating to the front, because it's right at the end of the pan, so I gotta relocate this much. It's not gonna be very good. So I'll definitely get a rear sump. I thought, you know, if it was cutting the cross member and all that stuff, I would be glad to do it. Make something that, you know, probably a bunch of you guys are watching this right now are experiencing, which you have the front sump and, you know, you need a rear sump. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell down here, and leave your thumbs up, little comment. My dog is barking, I gotta go, and I'll see you on the next video.
Look past my face. See status.